Have you ever felt like you're stuck on a financial hamster wheel? You know, you work harder, maybe your paycheck even gets a little bigger, but you're not actually getting anywhere closer to real freedom. It's a frustrating place to be. But what if I told you the key to getting ahead isn't about earning more? What if it's about seeing money in a completely different way?
It's this strange paradox, isn't it? You get a raise, and for a second, you feel like you can finally breathe. But then, almost like it has a mind of its own, your lifestyle inflates to match it, and you're right back where you started. So what is going on here?
This is exactly what Robert Kiyosaki famously called the rat race. And it's a perfect description. It's this endless loop. You go to work to earn money, you use all of that money to pay for your life and your bills, and then you have no choice but to go right back to work and do it all over again. It's exhausting, and honestly, it's a trap.
And this right here, this gets to the absolute heart of it. For most of us, the problem isn't the size of our paycheck. It's the mindset we have about that paycheck. We've been programmed to believe that the solution is always to earn more, but we were never taught the most crucial lesson: how to make our money start working for us.
Okay, so what we're about to get into is probably the single most important idea for breaking that cycle for good. If you can really grasp this one simple concept, it can completely reshape your financial future. It all comes down to the huge misunderstanding between an asset and a liability. An asset is really simple. It's anything that puts money in your pocket. Think of it like a little money machine. It could be a rental property that pays you rent every month, or stocks that pay dividends, or a business that's making profits. The key is, it works for you, generating income. And a liability? Well, it's the exact opposite. It's anything that takes money out of your pocket. It creates expenses that you have to pay month after month. Things like your car loan, your credit card debt, all those subscriptions. They're all liabilities, and they just drain your income away. Now, here's an idea that might feel a little controversial, but it's so powerful. For most people, your home is not an asset. I know, we're taught that it's the biggest investment we'll ever make. But if it's constantly taking money out of your pocket for the mortgage, taxes, insurance, and repairs, it fits the definition of a liability perfectly. In fact, for most people, it's their biggest one. So this is the fundamental choice we all have to make. Are you using your money to acquire things that pay you, or things that you have to pay for? So often we spend our lives buying liabilities that we've been told are assets. The wealthy, on the other hand, they have a laser focus on one thing: buying true income-producing assets. And once you truly see that difference, your whole mindset just shifts. The question is no longer, how can I work harder to get more money? Instead, you start asking a much more powerful question: how can I make my money work harder for me? Just look at these two patterns. The first one is basically a one-way street. Your paycheck comes in the front door and it flows right back out the back door to pay for the house, the car, the credit cards. By the end of the month, you're pretty much back to zero. But the second pattern, that's a cycle. Income comes in, you use it to buy assets. Those assets then generate more income, which you can use to buy even more assets. One path is a dead end, the other is a path to real growth. So how do you actually start building that second cash flow pattern? The good news is it isn't some complex financial strategy. In fact, the principles are ancient and incredibly simple, coming from timeless wisdom, like in The Richest Man in Babylon. The very first rule is completely non-negotiable, and it's this: a part of all you earn is yours to keep. That means before you pay a single bill, before you buy groceries, you pay yourself first. A minimum of 10% is the starting point. And to be really clear, this isn't saving for a vacation, this is the seed money you're going to use to build your financial freedom. These three rules are pretty much the whole blueprint. First, you keep a portion of everything you earn. Simple. Second, you learn to live on the rest. This discipline, controlling your expenses, is absolutely crucial. And third, you put that saved money to work. You make it multiply by buying those assets that are going to generate even more income for you.
Now, we've talked about things like stocks and real estate, but there is one asset that is more powerful than all of them combined. And the best part? You already own it.
So what do you think it is? What is this one thing that can take absolutely nothing and create a fortune? It's not about how much money you have right now, it's not about luck, and it's not about who you know. It's your mind, your financial intelligence. That is the real engine for creating wealth. Think about it. Money can be lost, right? Markets can crash, but your knowledge, your ability to see an opportunity, to understand how money works, and to take smart risks, that can never be taken away from you. This is exactly why you have to start looking at your job differently. Don't just work to earn, work to learn. Your job isn't just about the paycheck, it's like a paid education. Focus on learning high-value skills like sales, marketing, communication. As Kiyosaki points out, an author can be the most brilliant writer in the world, but if they don't know how to sell their book, nobody's going to read it. It's not the best writing author who gets wealthy, it's the best-selling author. Your skills are what will let you build and grow your assets for the rest of your life.
This ancient wisdom really just captures this whole mindset perfectly. Building wealth isn't about getting lucky. It's a long-term strategy that requires discipline and patience. It's about the daily choice to invest in your future rather than consuming everything today. Escaping that rat race, it doesn't start with a bigger paycheck. It starts with a simple choice. And that choice is always yours.